Welcome again to all of you joining us for the second presentation of Father Alfred Pampalon, a young Redemptorist from the French province of Sainte-Anne-de-Beaupré in Quebec. During his school years, this young man is so virtuous that his comrades have never seen Alfred talking to anyone during the studying period or in class. His modesty and humility are exemplary. At the age of 19, Alfred is now ready to enroll with the Redemptorists. Along with 6 novices, he must now embark on a week-long cruise that will lead him to Belgium for his novitiate. During his novitiate, he's still a model of virtue, especially of charity. He never speaks against anyone and is always willing to help out. His health was weakening at the end of the novitiate. His superiors hesitated before accepting him, but because of his great piety and virtue, no one had ever seen him transgressing the rule of the community. They decided to accept him for the religious vows. On the 8th of September, he made his profession on the feast of the Nativity of the Most Blessed Virgin Mary. He then followed the seminarian program. 2 years of philosophy in Latin, which were very tough years for him, and 3 years of theology. On the 4th of October 1892, Alfred is ordained priest and will remain in Belgium for the next year. Soon after his first assignment, he feels pain in his side, but the doctor doesn't think it's serious. He prescribes rest, a word our virtuous father does not feel so much at ease with, considering he wants to save many souls. But he will respond, "Oh my Lord, if you don't want me to do missions, I don't want either." The following year, because of his poor health, he will only participate in a few missions. His health continues to deteriorate. He now has a dry cough, night perspiration, stabbing pain in his back, and suddenly he begins to spit blood. He's diagnosed with phthisis, or consumption, a form of tuberculosis. The only possible remedy, if it occurs, is complete rest. In his community, when his converts spoke about healing, he replied, "Oh, let the Lord decide. If I don't heal, so be it. I'll be in heaven earlier." His nurse said he desired heaven so much that he was indifferent to any medication. He took whatever they would give him, but he did not want to suppress pain. In 1895, the doctor and his superior sent him back to Sainte-Anne-de-Beaupré, hoping for his convalescence. On their way, the sea raged, and Father Alfred suffered for 7 days like a martyr, never even complaining. They arrived in the port of Quebec City on the 15th of September 1895. A few months later, he's transferred to the monastery's infirmary. One of his lungs is completely corrupted. Again, he abandons his will to God and calls the infirmary the vestibule of heaven. On the feast of St. Alphonsus, his converts tell him they asked their founder to give Father Alfred some relief. But Father Alfred told them not to ask for that, but rather to have the grace to suffer even more. His prayer was answered. Dropsy occurred on the feet, then the legs, and the whole body, and finally his face swelled up considerably. His body was completely covered with wounds. He had no comfortable position to rest or sleep for the next months. He finally died like a saint on the 30th of September 1896. Exactly 1 year before Saint Teresa of the Infant Jesus, who died of the same sickness. On the day of his funeral, hundreds of people gathered in the basilica to revere their saint, some even cutting out pieces of garment from his habit. Many great miracles have occurred soon after his death, but he is still known for his powerful intercession for people addicted to alcohol and drugs. His remains are presently exposed for public veneration in a tomb located in the lower church of the Basilica. And I now give you my blessing in French. Que Dieu Tout-Puissant vous bénisse, le Père, le Fils et le Saint-Esprit. Amen.